Hi everybody, it's Cheryl. I wanted to take a few minutes today and do a little bit of a different kind of video, FlossTube Extra, and I was plundering through my under the bed box the other day, and I thought, why not pull out a few of these things and show them? I have shown most of them before on my very early videos, but I am on I'm almost at 100 videos, and that's been quite a while ago, and not everybody can go back and look. Take the time to look at those videos. I know if somebody has 80, 90, 100 videos, I don't typically go back and look at every single video. So I just thought I'd share a few of them that I've stitched, in the past with you, and, just share them with you. So I cannot guarantee that I remember what year I stitched them, if I haven't marked it on there. And I cannot guarantee that I can tell you the designer. I'll just have to play it by ear and see. So I tried to put it oldest to newest, and they're not extremely old. I've got some extremely old ones in there, but I'll save those for another time. So let's get started. The first one I stitched from a For the Love of Cross Stitch magazine back in 2004, and I'm not sure which issue it is, but there aren't very many of For the Love of Cross Stitch. I have the whole set, but this one is called Four Seasons Angels, I do believe, and here it is, and I love it. I fell in love with this one. It's so pretty. It was a fun stitch. It took quite a while to stitch because it's pretty big, but I just love it. There's the autumn. She has twigs for her wings, little cat and the pumpkins and falling leaves. And then there's summer, another cat, and sunflowers, butterflies, patriotic, and then spring. She's got a bunny rabbit, flowers, and she's got a vine for her wings. And then there's winter, and she's got a dog, and some Christmas tree. There's some pine trees, and just wintry. There's a poinsettia, and then that beautiful border. So I really love this one. I need to get it up on my wall. Now that I have a wall space, I'm going to give framing a shot, I do believe, because I would like to have, that's kind of why I was plundering in my box. So that's that one. Also in 2004, I stitched this one. This is also from a For the Love of Cross Stitch magazine, and Bless This Home, I think it's called, but this is on 14 count rustic oatmeal Ada, and it's very prim, but I love it. It's got cranberries in the basket and a wreath and the angel. Let's see what it says. It says, "Bless this home and all who enter." I love the quilt, and the birdhouse is just so pretty. These colors are so fall, and it's timeless. Prim was around for a long time. It's still around. It's in some capacity, but everybody's moved to the farmhouse now. But it's timeless. I think it's really pretty. It'd be pretty on the wall for fall. But that's Bless This Home. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. It's also from a For the Love of Cross Stitch magazine, and Sophie's going to plop herself right on top of those if I don't move them. All right, the next couple are Blue de Sheen. They're the hearts that Blue de Sheen does, and I have several of them, and I've stitched a few of them, but this one is their Halloween. And the designs are just hearts that are made up of different things to fit the theme. This one is Halloween. And there's ghosts and pumpkins and spiders and black cats. A jack-o'-lantern at the bottom. Really love this one. I love the colors. So that's a Blue de Sheen Halloween heart. And here's another one. This one is cats. It's everything cats. There's cats and mice. A real pretty Quaker-esque. Looks like almost like a fleur-de-lis there. Look at that little mouse in that. So cute. This little mouse. So that's also blue de chine, and it's cats. You can find these on eBay and Etsy every now and then. I'm not sure what year I stitched those. It's probably around that same time period, 2004, 5, somewhere along in there. This one is Blue Ribbon Designs, Poinsettias and Pines. And I did my own conversion on this one. I stitched this one in 2010. Sophie, please don't get on those. You know, it's like fabric that Mother doesn't want me on. Let me get on it as soon as I can. So this is Blue Ribbon, Poinsettias and Pines. And I did my own conversion on this one with different greens, and it's really, really pretty. I love those poinsettias at the bottom and the holly. It says, the smell of pine, the crackling fire, all the snow one could desire. Hot cocoa with marshmallows, cookies in the kitchen. Treasure the gifts that winter has given. It's really pretty. That was a fun stitch as well. This one is a Little House Needleworks. Almost certain. I don't think it's a Country Cottage. This one is City Stitcher, Country Stitcher. And I've been both. I've lived in the city and in the country. But this one is just beautiful. The two houses and the sunflowers. And the two ladies. Same lady, different area, right? Like the weather vane on the top of the country house. Really, really pretty. This is one of their first designs. It's not a very recent one. But I love that little chicken. So that's that one. This is a Silvercreek, Eye on the Sparrow, and I love, love, love the colors in this one. Fell in love with this. It was a fun stitch as well. Do not worry. Birds not sow or reap, yet the Lord God feeds them. I love this. So pretty. Stitched this one in 2011. And I'm pretty sure I did use the called for on this one. So, so pretty. This one, also, I stitched this one in 2017. This is Barbara Anna. It's a wicked plant, but All Hallows Eve is what it says. And, oh, this one. Just, you talk about a fun stitch. This one was so much fun. So much to look at, you know, from the cat, the spider, the crow, the Venus flytrap, you know, another cat, mouse, the key, the bats up here, that wonky border. I just adore this. So pretty. That white just pops. There's some silk, hand-dyed fibers from Vicki Clayton. That gray is silk. I can't remember what there might be more silk in there, but I can't remember right now. So really love that one. So that's a wicked plant. And now this one is, the next two actually are freebies, and they're still out there. And I'll try to find them and link them. I will try to do that. But this is Rabbit Egg by Elisa Tortinelli. And I remember her name. Now, when I was talking about Rabbits in the Round by JBW, and I mentioned that I did an egg with rabbits in it, this is the one I was talking about. I did this on, I've got a tag on the linen here. It's 30 count guacamole by Weeks, and I absolutely love it. I also did my own conversion for this one. You can do it in any, you can do it monochromatic, you can make it bright, you can make it anything you want, but I adore this one. And like I said, it's a freebie. It's out there. I'm pretty sure I used All Weeks dye works in this one, if I'm not mistaken. I just love it. It's almost Easter. You know, I need to have that frame so I can set it out at Easter. I just need to finish up some of these things. And this one. Now, this one is also out there. It is, let me see if I put the year, stitch this one. Because I think this is actually over a couple years I worked on this. No, I didn't put it on there. But I can tell you that I well, not completely. I didn't completely rechart it, but I was very close. This is called Marc Horror Story. I don't remember who it's by. If I can find it, I'll put it here. But this was designed to be a very personal sampler. And what I did was I recharted almost every block. Well, I know I recharted almost every block and made it very personal to me. I have a block from my childhood. I have a block from my school life, where I've lived, the pets I've had, my parents, my my home, where I've, you know, where I grew up, where I've lived over the years, and my birth date's on here, my initials. Everything is very, very personal, and I love this piece. This piece needs to be framed as well, because I'm very, very proud of this. You can make it anything you want. You can make it monochromatic, or you can do it. What I did was I printed out each chart, whited out what I wanted to change, and recharted it, and then stitched it. And I can show you, I'm very, very proud of this one. So here is my Marc Horror Story. This is a sampler. Yeah, it's a sampler. It's got letters on it. So, my birth initials are here. Okay, it's big. I'm having trouble. Okay, my birth initials are here, and the year I was born. And then there's the day I was born, and well, the month and day. And just everything in here. Just my kids are up here. There is, I'm trying to see what all I've got in here. This is some things that I love. The Redskins and computers. There's my cross stitch. That's kind of a block for things that I love. There's I charted my home that I grew up in. This is where I lived till I was 2, in these apartments. The one in the middle, the building in the middle. West Virginia, Virginia, there's the Cardinal. I've lived in Germany. Washington, D.C.'s on here somewhere. Yeah. Then, over here I have my church, my pets, a railroad, you know, because train tracks. I was Miss Memoirs in school. Our high school mascot is an owl. There's my granny. Let's see, my parents are on here somewhere. And just all kinds of personalization on it. So I'd have to look. And what I did was, when I charted each block, I wrote paragraphs showing, talking about what was in each block, how I personalized it, if I had a little story to tell about, you know, something special in the block, then I wrote that down so my kids can read that and look at this sampler and see what I was talking about and how I charted, you know, my memories onto this one. So this one is very, very special to me. A lot of charting, but a lot of this is just like me on a sampler, you know, my life on a sampler. So I hope that at some point when I'm gone that they'll enjoy looking at this one. The colors I would not choose right now. My tastes have changed quite a bit since I stitched this, but it's still pretty. So I love it. I can't remember what year I stitched it. So that's that. So those are just some of the things in my under the bed box. I am a journey stitcher. I stitch for the mere enjoyment of stitching. Some people stitch and want to finish something as soon as they, you know, FFO it as soon as they finish it. I get it, and I admire people who do that because I wish I could do it. But I'm more about stitching for the enjoyment of it, and then I'm perfectly happy with putting things in a box under the bed. I'm perfectly happy with that. My children can do what they want with them when, you know, they can divvy them up, or things that aren't really, you know, that personalized, that special, they can give away, whatever they want to do with it. But I stitch because I love to stitch, and it's okay. If you love to stitch and you just stitch to be stitching, and you don't really care to put, you know, stitching all over your walls or, you know, finish up everything, it's okay. It's okay. You don't have to. And if you do display your pieces, then, you know, that's wonderful too. It's okay to do that. So you don't, you know, don't pressure yourself. If you're not a finisher like I am and you just want to stitch to be stitching, just have something pretty to look at. I love going through these things. They bring me just as much enjoyment looking at them as they did when I was stitching them. So they don't have to be framed. I still have them. I have them. I can look at them. I can, you know, just have memories of what I was doing when I stitched them. And that makes me happy. So they don't have to be in a frame. They don't have to be FFO'd, you know. I mean, I enjoy when I do have them FFO'd and I can look at them, but pretty soon, you know, you tune things out. If you don't switch them out, you know, you just walk into a room and you don't even notice them anymore. My Hawk Run Hollow, I don't look at every day, you know, because I see it every day, you know. So these things, you know, when I feel like looking at them, I can pull them out and look at them and then put them back till the next time. So just know that if you're a journey stitcher like I am, it's okay. You don't have to feel pressure to finish everything. So that is what I had for you today. I'll show some more things that are in my UBB at some point, but I just wanted to share those few pieces with you and look at them myself again and have my memories. So until I see you again, happy stitching.